level up, 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 level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. Oh, this song is so yummy. Oh, this song is so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all your time. Level up, level up, level up, level up.
People, we are already in the month of February. Can you believe that?
No, it's insane.
Oh my God. Well, let me tell
you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the February cover girl of not only the Own It magazine, not only our personal, professional, and business development magazine, she is on all 3 covers of our newly released Lifestyles and Leisure Living on Own It, and BTG, Bridging the Gap, Strategizing for Student Success. So she is a triple header. I am so excited to have finally with me. We have finally been able to get this woman to sit down in one place, because she just does a gazillion things in one place, to be in a house in the Author's Corner. And so welcome to the Author's Corner, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Shellie Hipsky. She is so full of energy. You put me to bed. Like, when I said, girlfriend is in Nevada. She done over there taking her an oasis somewhere else. And my God, she has been on a gazillion covers since I've met her. When did we meet? Like in September?
I think it was like September. It's all been a whirlwind. It's all a blur at this point.
Oh my goodness, just popping. So if you want to know how to be a boss, you need to get connected and stay connected to Dr. Shellie Hipsky. So welcome to the Author's Corner. So excited to have you. Honored to have you as part of the Own It family and to have grazed so many covers already. You've been on Phoenix Fitness Fanatics. You have been on Broadway Life.
Absolutely.
You have been on the Take Back magazine, which is the family in crisis. And, so we are just amazed to have you. So you have some really good stuff to share with us. You're a best-selling author. Share with the audience, we are in the Author's Corner, share with the audience a little bit about your journey as an author.
So as an author, I mean, it really has been a huge part of my life and what I do. I started off as a tenured professor for a decade. And when you're a professor, it's publish or perish. Like, you have to publish, you have to be writing. Luckily, I also intrinsically have to be writing. That's like who I am. So I have written and published 13 books. Got a couple of them here.
Oh, nice. You sound like me.
Absolutely. No, I love to impart knowledge and be able to help other people around the world learn. So writing a book, writing an article, being on a magazine cover, being on television, it's part of what I do to be able to help inspire and empower the women of the world.
Yeah. It's so important for you to, if you are a philosopher, you're a big thinker, you think deep, you ponder the things of the world, humanity, and all that other good stuff. You are compelled to share your story.
Yeah.
And not only to share your story, it starts with just sharing your story, getting it out. Then it goes into, I got to make a difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then as you evolve and begin to make that difference, you got to leave a mark. You got to have that legacy. Now you're just like, oh my God, there's so much to do in this world. There's so many lives that are in need of a touch or a change. And so you do the Inspiring Lives International, Empower You. Can you speak to us a little bit about, let the audience know about the master's program that you have, and what they can expect to experience working with you and how they need to level up?
Absolutely. Leveling up is so important because we never want to stay stagnant. We always want to be changing and making positive moves for ourselves, for our families, for our lives. And with the Empower You Masterclass, this is my 5th cohort. So I've had 5 groups of incredibly powerful and wonderful, amazing women from around the world. We've had students from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Africa, South Africa, UK, US, like all over the globe. These are really women that are entrepreneurial leaders, or they are really going through a change in their life and they want to level up. So, and some of them are humanitarians. We've had like Dr. Meena in Pakistan, in Nepal, and other people from throughout the world that I've been connected through the Global Sisterhood. And I'm sure we'll get into that as well. But
yeah, it's funny because as you're saying Global Sisterhood, I'm writing it down to remember to like circle back to it.
Absolutely. So Global Sisterhood is my nonprofit, and it's hugely important to me that women that can't afford to do things like the Empower You Masterclass, or come to a big retreat far away, and or walk the red carpet with me, which I do love a red carpet, as you know. But if they can't afford that there are methods and modes for them to be able to learn from me and what I can impart my knowledge. So really, with my books, with my courses, with everything that I do, it's focused around inspiration, empowerment, and balance. And then, of course, we had a little abundance in that trajectory for all these women, because we need to be able to make a living. We need to be able to pay our bills. We need to, maybe get a little red bottom shoe on our feet every once in a while.
If we choose to, right? To be able to be in a position to have that option.
Absolutely. Because every person on this planet defines success differently. It's all individualized. But what Empower You does is we differentiate it enough so that it's really focused on your goal. So whatever your goal is, if you are opening up a business, or if you really want to drive that car, or if you really want to be able to stay home with your kiddos, like, it's what you define. And that's how we do it. And actually, I have a US patent with Dr. Janine Blackburn for the method of the way that I teach. It's different than your typical regular everyday coach that you're going to find a million of them out there. But I have a US patent because I differentiate it so much. It's called differentiated design, and it really taps into who you are. And we use it, what I call an action plan activator, to just drill down into who you are, what you want to achieve, and then we achieve it. We achieve it. It happens every time. Like I have so many success stories. It's mind blowing.
Wow. And that's the thing that we don't really hit into. If we just slow down in this moment right here, is we don't tap into the EI, the emotional intelligence, and its connectivity to our vision and our mission, and also how the self-awareness, self-development, self-mastery that's required in order for you not only to have this wonderful, whimsical ideology or idea of, oh yeah, I would love to do this, and that's wonderful. We can have those conversations all day. The biggest thing I challenge folks to is that how do you take your idea, go from concept to reality, take it from outside of the realm of all of the, out of the clouds and into your hands, and actually begin to live it. And it sounds like that's what you've captured in your approach to coaching and development. And so
absolutely. I like to say that we really want to live our dreams during the daylight hours. Like, we want to be able to not just sleep on our dreams, but we want to bring them to fruition, and we want to see them out there in the world and make
because that's where fulfillment lies, doesn't it? Like,
absolutely.
People, we talk and we say all these things, and then we're wondering in those moments, that's where the emotions, that's where I say, we always, we don't allow emotions to really play the role that it must play in order for us to really, really, really feel fulfilled. Like, it's okay to be sad, because sad is going to happen. It's okay to be frustrated and angry and upset, because those are the things that trigger us to understand where we are, in the dynamics of it all. And so it also teaches us how to, if we become awakened, it also teaches us how to navigate through all of that. When we accept that these emotions are going to come, whether we like them or not, whether they feel good or not, when we know that they're going to come and we know why they're there, we understand what we really want as the results. No matter what, we still want these results. So knowing what we want at the end, knowing the results that we really want to get, understanding the value and the benefits that come, the ROI on those, those results, we begin to learn how to navigate through them, right? And we begin to learn how to overcome. Perfect, thank you. We begin to be able to overcome, and that's how we can truly succeed during the setbacks, right?
Totally. Because, setbacks are going to come. I mean, you and I have both been, through the obstacles, through the mud and the muck and the yuck. But the people that get to the other side and see the view from way up there, like you had to get up over that mountain before you got to the view. So
yes, you did.
We have to go through what we have to go through to get to where we want to be.
Yeah, to get where you want to be. And it's worth it because we talked last month on Own It, all about mindset. And this month, we're focused on the heart because it's in the mind that we conceive, right? And if we conceive it and we allow ourselves to believe it. So once we go through that conceiving, determine whether we're going to believe it, that all happens up here. But once we believe it, we conceive it and we believe it, now we receive it in our hearts. Yeah. Right. And then that's what drives us to begin to do, and how and to what level we're going to apply action. And so, I just, it sounds like you do that introspective, deep work that is required for sustainability, especially if you want to do some great and amazing things. You're going to need sustainability. And if you have an open mind to the obstacles, the victories, and the setbacks, and allow your character to build, oh my God, you get the benefits of it all. It's not always nice. So I'm not always sitting here saying, oh my God, if you just, have this great mindset, everything is going to be wonderful. And, your problems, although they're problems, they're still going to be wonderful. No, they get you upset. Yeah. They really, 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 really get you upset, and they could trigger you, and your response is not always one that you're pleased with yourself. But the key is to, like I always say, press through the mess to get to God's best.
I love it.
So talk to me about some of your retreats, some of the things that you do that are linked in with these master classes.
Excellent. Yeah. So I've been doing different galas and fundraisers and retreats and masterminds and course curriculum and all that stuff for many, many years here since I became a full-time entrepreneur. 7 years ago, I stepped into that role of the CEO of Inspiring Lives International and the executive director of the Global Sisterhood and the editor-in-chief of Inspiring Lives Magazine. So, but with the retreats, they're just amazing. And I collaborate with a lot of incredible powerhouse women to put these on. I've done retreats I did one in Paris, which was a yoga writing retreat that was amazing, very powerful for writing my books. Actually, the whole trilogy, I've got the Eiffel Tower behind me there. Most of that was written in Paris based on my Empowering Women radio show that I have. So that all fed into, how do these women find inspiration, empowerment, and balance? But at retreats, we do so many just like heartfelt, powerful things. And it's connecting these women together, either in the same room or in the same, now it's in the same Zoom. But actually, I did get to just do a wonderful retreat with Marta Greca, who is an incredible powerhouse entrepreneur who was one of my world-class VIP clients, and now she's just taking off. I mean, she's just mind-blowing herself. She's a multi-million-dollar company owner, and she's got a 6th baby on the way.
Wow, you're talking about doing some stuff, boy. Oh my God.
Absolutely. And she's pregnant. I think she's like in her 8th month or 7th month of pregnancy, and she was waddling around. But we did all made all the magic happen at the retreat we just had. That was just a few days ago. And she hosted it at her new lakeside mansion that she actually put on her vision board during Empower You. So that is like huge to me. Like she put a picture of this lake house, like this lakeside multi-million, $1 million home. And then she manifested it. And then here we were doing the retreat there a couple days ago. So, I mean, it works, people. It works. Like get in Empower You.
It works when you work it, right?
Absolutely. So when I had the opportunity to interview John Assaraf, who was in The Secret, and he does Inner Size, and he's just an amazing entrepreneur and just thought leader. And I asked him, I said, was there anything that was missed with The Secret? Like, is there that didn't hit the mark? And he said, yes, Dr. Shellie, one of the things that happens if you're just reading The Secret, the book, I think a lot of your viewers probably have read The Secret. But if you're just reading that and you think, oh, if I just think positive thoughts and I just, put it on my vision board, bam, it happens. But that's not how it really happens. He said to me, and I thought this was very insightful. He said, when you look at the law of attraction, if you look at attraction, there is a word in there that you have to take, and that is action. So if you look at attraction, think action, and then if you take the action, you are going to attract in the right things into your world.
Yes. And that's the critical thing.
Absolutely.
The critical thing is for people to get out of their mind that it's not going to take the work. When Noah built the ark, they laughed at him. Yep. So why don't we think when you're going to have a dynamic, when you have a powerhouse of a vision for yourself, when you have the audacity to think that you were put here on the earth to do something great, people are going to laugh, especially your inner circle people.
Yes.
They'll be like, who does she think she is? And what? And all of that's going to be around you. So when I work with my clients and coaching them, I said, where back in the day they were telling you your network is your immediate people. I'm telling you, don't think like that. Yeah. Because the ones that you think are the ones who are going to support you, 9 times out of 10, it's not always, but 9 times out of 10, they are not the ones that are going to support you. I remember my sister saying, and I love my sister very much. She says to me one day in a conversation a few years ago, she says, well, Marissa, everybody doesn't want to do that. And I said to her, well, that's not my point. My point is whosoever will. This is what I recommend that you do. And so I'm not for everybody.
Right.
So people have to, and I'm good with that.
Me too. Because
good with that.
Not everyone needs to be in our inner circle.
Listen, and I give you me in doses because I know you can't handle me concentrated. You can't handle all of me at one time. So I give it a little bit at a time. You get a little bit because I don't want to overwhelm you, because when you're a thinker, it's like, get it done. And you already know, you and I, messaging back and forth, you're just like, and I said, Dr. Hipsky, okay, she's going in. I was like, she just going in. And so, but we're designed that way.
We are
wired that way because we are here for a purpose. What we do, someone else can't do. They're not wired for that. And so for people to find again, I'll go back to, your program is that, for people to find fulfillment, you have to align with your design. And then that means that you have to know your design. You have to know how that's that, self-awareness level, being able to do the self-evaluation, the self-assessing, you have to do the reflective work, as well as you have to do the projective work. And people don't think about, they think about reflecting, but then you also have to think about projecting. So you look back to look forward. And so it sounds like that's the work that you do. And it's so important for coaches to get that we are not therapists, But part of what we do, there is a spillover, right? There's some
Absolutely.
therapy that's done in there, because sometimes when we deal with our clients, they have personal things that are going on in their lives. And in order for us to help them, look, here's some hearts. And we want to do a shout out to our, hearts for February. The month of love. We have entered into the love zone, love. And so we're filled with love. You see us, we got our red on. And we're in brand consistency, because Dr. Hipsky is red, black, right, and white.
Red, black, and white. Little gold every once in a while.
Yes, and that's so the Own It colors. Own It is very generous with our brand, because we will with our covered people, we will adjust our colors just to accommodate them, because we just love on folks. So we don't mind. We don't get all tight about it. But our brand colors.
I can't believe I'm on 3 covers with this. And I think of you as like the Magazine Mogul at this point. Like that's what you do. That's I mean, you do a lot, but that's my title for you. That's how I've been talking about you.
I'm like, I did not want to go down this road. Now I am in the midst of finishing my PhD. I was not trying to do this. And so, I had to put it on hold. I only got 5 classes left, but I, like you, have written 12 plus books. So writing is not an issue at the doctoral level, the master's level, depending on what industry you are. We write. We know how to. I can whip out a book in a day. Because we write. I'm not exaggerating.
No, you have to be able to write. You have to be able to just crunch it out and take the information and put it out there.
Transition it. Right. Transition it into teaching, because that's what we are as philosophers. We are teachers. We want people, we want learning to be transferred. We want people to really, really get it. Not because we just want to push our ideas on people. It's we want you to be free. We want you to level up. We want you to just have the audacity to believe anything is possible. And then we want to equip you and fire you up to go and do it, just like your client did with her.
Yes, Marta. Every woman has come through Empower You has just soared. Oh, hey, BJ.
I know. BJ's in the house.
Hello.
Hello, BJ. Hey, Robin. Now, Robin is, Robin, because Robin's on with me every, now we moved it to Fridays, but she's on with me, and we talk about leadership and organizational development, all things HR. She's our Hughes and Associates, and I believe you're getting ready to be on her cover.
I think I am.
So that's exciting. So that's so exciting, and we just want to say BJ and Robin and other Facebook and YouTube watchers and all you folks out there, the Authors Corner, we just want to say hey and thank you so much for chiming in. We really appreciate you. But yes, and look at who else is in the house, Tiffany.
Oh my God, I love that cover that I did for her. Where is
the yoga?
Wait, is it this way?
Which way is it?
It's like right here. Oh, you can't see it here.
Oh yeah, you can't see. Oh, look at me.
That's the only time I've ever shown my stomach on
Robin says she can't wait for you to be on the HR Hughes and Associates.
Yay! I can't wait either, Robin.
And I'm excited because we have convinced. I had to get Dr. Hipsky to just finally sit down for 2 minutes. This girl be. Oh wait. We got some stuff over here. Let's share some things here. We got her from ball gowns, this cover to yoga pants. That's one of her books, and you gotta support. We gotta support fellow authors. We're gonna do this backwards. So she is on our newly released magazine issue, which is my nonprofit. Which eventually I will have a Youth Leadership Academy in person and online. All things youth leadership development, inspired by Toastmasters International, Carnegie's Leadership for Youth, as well as it is the I want to say it is, there's another piece that inspires the leadership concept, the approach to development. And here she is on Bridging the Gap, strategizing for student success. Oh my God. And here is our Own It magazine. I'm saving the best for last because that's Own It. She looks amazing in that beautiful
Thank
whimsical.
you. And I gotta give a shout out to the designer of that gown. That's Kiki Wang. She has been featured on Dubai Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and she sent me this couture gown to wear for the cover of Own It. So thank you, Kiki.
Oh my God. It is so beautiful, and it just speaks to the diversity that when you get to a certain level,
Yes.
just where you are, just just transforming from different. Well, let's show you the lifestyles in leisure living because
Oh, this is exciting. This was a big shoot. This was a hard shoot.
oh my God. I mean, you talking about superhero, all right? Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. And with that, I really just wanted to capture the Red Canyon just going up behind you, and I wanted to make sure that we captured your whole cape, honey, because because you are definitely a superwoman. You're definitely a superwoman.
I love it.
Yes, lifestyles and leisure living. So we're really excited about these just newly released issues. So excited to just have you on and to share. And then I wanted to say earlier, look, absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Robin.
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. And so, just to show, this is all about maximizing,
yes,
unleashing all of what you could be if you just are willing to show up for yourself. And so many conversations are circled around women not showing up for themselves. Why? Yes. Because they have their children. Okay, BJ is saying beautiful. Thank you so much, ladies.
Yeah. You guys.
We are taking care of our children. We're taking care of our spouses. If they're not a spouse, they're a lover. If they're a father of our children. We are handling all of that. But the one thing that we do to ourselves and we rob ourselves of is to be able to be the woman that we were meant to be. And so we have to get that fight back. We have to get that fight back. You better work it. Aw.
Thank you.
Yes, because it is inspiring. It is inspiring, and it does give us the permission to go ahead and be who we were meant to be.
Not put limits on ourselves. I think that so many women, they think, oh, I'm hitting a certain age, I can't do that, or I live at this place, or I've got kids, or I got this, or I got that. BS. I call BS. Y'all, everybody can do what is on your heart. If you're passionate about it, make a way, find a way, and find other like-minded people to help support you in your journey. That's the other amazing, beautiful thing about Empower You, Marissa, is that I gather these incredible powerhouse women from around the world, and we all learn from each other. It's wonderful. And then the alumni, I've got the 4 cohorts that came before this cohort. They come on and they teach to their specialty area. So when we have the day on branding, we've got a specific person that's an alumni that went through the course, that knows how we talk, how it knows where we're going. And she leads us through the whole how to brand yourself, how to find self-care and balance, all those things that a woman really, really needs. And particularly right now with what we're going through in our world, we need connection. And Empower You is another way to find that connection and to level up. And you can do it from your home.
And you can do it from your home. And you do need, it is critical. I will tell you, love my women to death, but I am kind of a loner because, like I was saying to you in the backstage areas, I like having conversations, but I also like getting things done. Yes. And you get things done in the quiet, not in the noise. You get things done in the quiet. However, it is critical for you to get into your tribe, whether you are the leader of that tribe or you are a community member. You need to find your tribe. What do I mean by tribe? People who are thinking like you, you're not the same as you. you complement one another, because they need to have skill sets that you don't have. You need to have skill sets that they don't have, so that you could all complement each other and help each other along the way. But it's so important for you to be immersed in that. It's critical for you to align with your design, people. Align with your design. Flourishment and fulfillment does not come. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be frustrated. So you want to find out, how are you wired? What is your design? What is your true gifting? And how that can make room for you. Once you show up for yourself the way you were meant to show up, how that can make room for you. So believe it or not, Dr. Hipsky, we are 30 minutes up, man. So I'm telling you, it goes by like that. So I'm gonna leave, doing my sister some big respect. I'm gonna close us out. You can close us out. Talk to them about the You Empower Master program that you have in place for them. We already talked a lot about the ROI. You're gonna explode in prosperity. You're gonna walk in all that you were meant to walk in, and you're gonna do the introspective, deep tissue work that's required. So teach them how to get connected with you.
Yeah. So if you're on Facebook, I'm always at that 5,000 people in my personal, but I'll get rid of the people that need to go, because
low level.
we need to let the right people flow in. So if you're not connected with me on Facebook, please get connected with me on Facebook. Instagram said Dr. Shellie. I want to get to know you. I want to know how I can support you in your dreams and your goals and make it happen. If it's on your heart at all to be in the Empower You cohort, it starts the week of February 7th. And I want you there. I want you in there. I want you learning from the other ladies and just making your life the dream that you have had on your heart. I want that to be real for you. And I know how to do it. I've done it myself, and I've done it for thousands of other women at this point. So please connect with me, and we will empower you.
Empower you. It's amazing. And so people, Dr. Hipsky has said she is going to be on with me on a regular basis, here, there, everywhere, where we can keep her feet on the ground long enough. But we love it because when you go, you open the door for us to go. I remember and we'll close out. I remember when I had a very good friend at the time. She was having her house built. She was asking me, well, should I have it? And I said, listen, go ahead. Because when you do it, I'm right on your coattail. And so no sooner than she had her house built, I had my house built right afterwards. Because you're opening the doorway. You are the one that we can actually touch and see that it could be transferable to me. And so it's critical that you go and you do all of these great things, like be at the Red Canyon and take crazy pictures and do all of these amazing guys. You have no idea this woman's photo shoots. I love you on the swing. Oh my God.
Thank you. Yes.
I was so tempted, but you know what? Time was like, I don't know if I could use this one or that one. But
I think that's a spring one. That's a spring one.
I said, those are so gorgeous. I mean, just to see the backdrops and everything else. And we need those. We need to know that that's a reality, and not that it's something that's afar off, but that it's reachable for us. And so we are so thankful for you. And like we said, I will drop your, in fact, let me do that now. So ladies, I am going to drop everything that's on this ticker. You see it go away. I'm dropping it right in the comments for you guys to get and stay connected. So now what I'm going to say to our audience is this. I know there are coaches out there, and some of you that I coach already have heard me say, stop paying these people who are not giving you an ROI. If they cannot show you how to make the money, honey, they don't get your money. So stop giving your money away, because you're not going to see it.
And watch. I mean, if you are talking to somebody that clearly isn't making their own money, hasn't gotten those things that you want, then why are you working with them? You need to work with somebody that has what you aspire to.
and has the way to connect you and wants to connect you to their connections,
Yes.
because it's all
Yes,
about
that's
who
huge.
you can, it's all about your network is your net worth. So
Yes.
who shows up for you is critically important. And so you want to make sure that you're getting an ROI. People in this season, we need to be wise in where we place our money, where we sow our seeds into. We want to make sure we can have those connections. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are so out. And thank you so very much for joining us today. We are so excited to have you. And you know what I got to do, right?
What do you gotta do? What do you gotta do?
I got to do. You know,
Music?
You know,
Are we dancing?
There's no news, there's news. I got it, got the fun. I turn up into something. I come back on 100. Let's talk it, more action. You just go see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons make blessings. I turn that into money. They got it.